Bitter criticism, reading the genocide dossier from Al Jazeera. Such a beautiful logo, beautiful. Genocide dossier, latest hour from Al Jazeera, live updates. Israel says ceasefire talks to continue as it bombs Gaza, Lebanon. Israeli forces carry out multiple attacks on buildings in and around the Corniche area in Tyre by Al Jazeera staff, October 28, 2024. Prime Minister Netanyahu's office says discussions will continue between mediators and Hamas to further efforts to promote a deal. Israeli forces carry out multiple attacks on buildings in and around the Corniche area in Tyre. Health Ministry says at least 7 people killed and 17 wounded. Israel's 24-day military operation in northern Gaza has killed more than 1,000 people, mostly women and children, according to health officials. In Gaza, at least 43,020 people have been killed and 101,110 wounded in Israeli attacks since October 7, 2023. An estimated 1,139 people were killed in Israel during the Hamas-led attacks, and more than 200 were taken captive. In Lebanon, at least 2,574 people, including 127 children, have been killed and 12,001 wounded in Israeli attacks since the war in Gaza began. Monday, October 28, today, 3 minutes ago. Palestinian forces to demolish his home in occupied East Jerusalem. The Palestinian Wafa news agency reports that the Israeli army forced a Palestinian citizen to demolish his home in occupied East Jerusalem's Beit Hanina neighborhood. I'm going to read this Wafa news agency, Wafa News, if I remember. Saber al-Kwawazmi, the owner, told the news agency that Israeli forces, accompanied by staff from the so-called Israeli municipality of West Jerusalem, raided the house this morning and handed him a notice to demolish it within 3 weeks, or else the Israeli municipality will demolish it and obligate him to pay the exorbitant costs. He added that since he built the house 15 years ago, he has, quote, incurred financial penalties in an effort to obtain a license to prevent its demolition, unquote. However, despite these considerable efforts, all attempts have ultimately failed, he said. Monday, October 28, 15 minutes ago. Biden says Gaza war quote, should end. U.S. President Joe Biden said that Israel's war in Gaza should end, adding that he was renewing efforts to a ceasefire after Egypt proposed one that will last 2 days. Quote, we need a ceasefire. We should end this war. It should end. Biden told reporters after casting his early vote in the U.S. presidential election. He said that he was going to, quote, get out of here, get on a secure line, and follow up on that. The U.S. has spent $22.76 billion in support of Israel's war on Gaza and operations against the Houthis in Yemen, according to a report by Brown University's Watson Institute. The $17.9 billion in military aid to Israel since the war in Gaza started a year ago is the highest annual total ever. A large part of the U.S. deliver arsenal and munitions, the report said, including artillery shells and 2,000-pound, 907 kilograms bombs. An Al Jazeera investigation has revealed that the United States and United Kingdom have provided military support to Israel by creating an air bridge that was vital to sustain the intensity of the war on Gaza. And there's a video of an Al Jazeera investigation has revealed that the United States and United Kingdom have provided military support to Israel for Gaza war. I don't remember the name of this guy. Anyway, there's a video there. And 26 minutes ago, United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees. The United Kingdom has expressed profound regret over Israel's bid to ban the UN Palestinian Refugee Agency, UNRWA. The U.S. State Department today said it made clear to Israel that it is deeply concerned by proposed legislation to ban the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees, UNRWA. Israel Parliament is considering a bill that will ban UNRWA from working in Israel and occupied Jerusalem. Lawmakers are expected to vote on the bill today, Monday, October, 37 minutes ago. More on South Africa's evidence of genocide against Israel. South Africa has said that according to the ICJ's rules, the so-called memorial, which is the document recording the main case of South Africa against Israel, may not be made public. In a statement, the South African presidency said the evidence is detailed in over 750 pages of text supported by exhibits and annexes of more than 4,000 pages. The memorial contains evidence that shows how Israel has violated the Genocide Convention. This includes promoting the destruction of Palestinian civilians living in Gaza, killing them with an assortment of destructive weapons, depriving them access to humanitarian assistance, causing conditions of life which are aimed at their physical destruction, and ignoring and defying several provisional measures to the ICJ, using starvation as a weapon of war, and to further Israel's aims to depopulate Gaza through mass death and forced displacement of Palestinians. Quote, the evidence will show that undergirding Israel's genocidal acts is the special intent to commit genocide, a failure by Israel to prevent incitement to genocide, to prevent genocide itself, and its failure to punish those inciting and committing acts of genocide, the statement said. 1 hour ago, Lebanon's death toll rises. The death toll from Israel's attacks in Lebanon has risen to 2,710. Another 12,592 people have also been wounded in Israeli attacks since October last year, Lebanon's health ministry reports. On Sunday, 38 people were killed and 124 wounded.